Trends in any field are very volatile. It is never concrete. A thing that is trendy now, I assure you, will get out of date in the near future. If you turn the hands of the clock back, you can witness a trend in anime as well. Before anime was mainstream, mecha anime was the talk of the town. A lot of anime featured the concept of machines or cyborgs that were part humans searching for their identity. However, mecha anime hasn't stood the test of time. Mecha will never disappear in anime, but it sure has fallen. The two mecha anime that I can remember watching recently are Darling in the Phalanx and Decadence. The current trend has now shifted to isekai. After the mega hit Sword Art Online, many authors, especially light novelists, hopped on the train wagon of isekai. The meaning of isekai is simply another world. Many of us know why isekai is popular. It appeals to anyone that is not satisfied with their life. A majority of us wish we could live in a place where the common sense we grew up with is nonsense. And that fantasy is sparked by isekai. It became so mainstream that every season has at least one isekai nowadays. Some of the greats that I can list without thinking too deep are No Game No Life, Devil is a Part-Timer, ReZero, Konosuba, and many more. But due to a lot of need, the products are losing their quality. Nowadays, isekai are very cliché. All characters in this isekai don't add anything to the story, and even the world they are teleported to isn't interesting, which is usually the main attraction of isekai. In this video, let's discuss two airing isekais, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime and Welcome Iruma-kun. To start with That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, it is a very fun watch. The main character, before the reincarnation, was a 37-year-old corporate worker who couldn't get a girlfriend. But one day, he died trying to save his colleague, which ultimately led to his death. Despite dying, he still retained his consciousness. He gets reincarnated in another world, but as a slime. Like many isekais, this anime also has an overpowered main character. Named Rimuru Tempest by Storm Dragon Veldora, Rimuru might be the most overpowered main character in all of anime. I say this because Rimuru is capable of shooting water blades just by swimming. You might think it's just a slime, but it definitely packs a punch. Every time Rimuru devours anything, he can mimic it. This can be wings of bat, lightning of wolves, or web of spiders. Anything that distinguishes that species. However, the most lethal weapon in Rimuru's possession is the Great Sage or its evolution, Raphael. The Great Sage is like a computer chip embedded into Rimuru's brain. It is responsible for most of Rimuru's final decisions. Before the evolution, it was not capable of deep thoughts. It could simply give yes-no type answers and mathematical probabilities. But after evolving to Raphael, something interesting happens. Raphael starts to make decisions by itself. It does what it thinks would be ideal for Rimuru. After attaining Raphael, God knows how strong Rimuru will be. In the beginning phases of the anime, it was a very chill story of Rimuru gaining power. From being a leader of goblins to a king of a country, that ascent to power was well handled. But this scene changed everything. After Sion's death, this anime takes a dark turn. The main character of a chill show kills 10,000 men just to have a chance to bring back Sion. I like this shift of tones because it is very good writing. When you make a story, you must create obstacles for the main character before Rimuru conquered every obstacle given to him. If this kept on happening, the story would honestly start to be very boring. I like this creative decision very much because it shows how this anime is not just a typical slice of life. With this scene, it made a good show even better. The theme of contrast create focus was so true for this show. One other anime that also handles this theme very well is Welcome Iruma-kun. Welcome Iruma-kun is about a human disguising himself in the netherworld where humans are identified as food for demons. The school where Iruma attends has a school anthem about tormenting humans. At first, the timid boy Iruma is very scared of this place. However, after some time, he falls in love with the netherworld. The parents of Iruma were not ideal. They made a 10-year-old kid work for money while they just sat at their homes. To get more money, they sold Iruma to a powerful demon known as Sullivan. Iruma thought this was the end for him, but the affection Sullivan gave him was the most love he ever got in his life. Sullivan's original plan was to make Iruma his grandson. Thus begins the tale of Iruma-kun disguising himself as a demon. It is a relaxed anime that invokes childish emotions. Everyone of the Babylonish school is very entertaining and have a distinct character trait. It is a fun read through. However, what makes a good shonen show is not only the heroes but also the villains. The villains in this show are some of the most twisted personalities I have ever seen in anime. What surprised me is a vanilla show like Iruma had someone as twisted as Kiryu that gets pleasure through someone's pain, even the ones that helped him. Although Kiryu was that twisted, it was handled so casually like it was an everyday occurrence. This is the contrast I was talking about. All demons are very cruel. It can be even argued that all of them lack humanity. This is a story of how the named person Iruma deals with the twisted nature of demons. I also like this because I never thought someone like Kiryu will be in a happy-go-lucky show like Iruma. Iruma honestly is very fun and I love the vibe it has. These are most of the things I wanted to discuss about these shows. Isekai, if done correctly, is thoroughly entertaining and I believe Slimeanime and Iruma-kun are living proof of it. Saying this much, I bid farewell to you all. This is Dungeon signing out.